more, just a little more, just a little more.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Just a Little More. We are so excited to have you here and that you've taken the chance to click and be a part of our conversation. Tonight's going to be a great and amazing show because I have a special person here with us tonight. Remember, at Just a Little More, we're dedicated to getting just a little more information, a whole lot of tea because I love tea. And we always love love. So tonight we got Gary in the house. Hey, Gary.
Hey, powerful people, how are you? I'm back. He tried to get rid of me, but he won't.
And Ray has some schoolwork to do. You know, he's doing things, changing the world with the children. So he had to step away for a minute, but he'll be with us on the next show. But I want to get round down to the nitty gritty. Tonight's show is about entrepreneurs and stepping out on faith. And I have a very special person in the house. My friend Shani Glasby. It's not Shanice. It's not Shani. It is Shani Glasby. And she is going to talk about her amazing organization called Order My Steps. I've known Shani since college. We went to Berea College. I'm a small little liberal arts college in Berea, Kentucky. And it was about 1,500 people, but 2 Black people. So Shani was the other Black person. And so you're going to get a chance to meet her. I'm going to stop talking. You know, I have my sleigh pants, so I'll be pulling it out just in case somebody says something is a little dented. So I'm going to try to get a new one. Also, cocktails. Check. Let me see who I got the cocktails.
Shani. Sis, is that Mountain Dew in your...
You snake?
Is that Mountain Dew?
It's a yellow.
It does look like
it. Well, you know, don't All right, grab your friends, grab your cocktails, and get into this conversation. Shani, introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from, and tell us, you know, what's your organization and everything about it. And very short, you know, because I'm going to ask you some more questions.
Okay. Well, very short. I'm the wonderful and the amazing Shani Glasby. Yes, I must say it like that. Okay. But I'm from ATL, now living in Houston, Texas. And I have a nonprofit organization called Order My Steps, where we inspire, empower, and motivate kids through the art of stepping. Boom.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was it. Well, great. That was a great, because I was like, dang, what's she doing?
Oh, she gave you that elevator pitch. You know that she out here.
Donors, do you hear her? She's ready. So Shani, because I got a chance to, first off, I want to give you your accolades because, you know, Shani started her STEP program because she's a teacher. And she started a program in her school. And Shani's been on Ellen.
Hey.
Yes. Her program was recognized and she was on Ellen. And so I want to talk about, Shani, a little bit about your journey and from doing it, you know, as a school program into saying that I'm stepping out and this is it. I'm doing Order My Steps and this is what I'm going to do for my career life.
Well, the journey started in 2012 on a cruise with the host of this show, Jonathan Johnson. Okay. He was getting on my nerves. And so we just stayed up one day talking because he was getting on my nerves and he just needed to talk. So we just talked.
Always wants to talk.
Always. So in doing so, I ended up clearing my heart as well because that's what he's good for. He'll make you clear your heart. And I decided to leave all my problems on the ocean that day. And this was 2012. Fast forward a year later, God was like, you're moving to Texas. So I packed up all of my things, moved to Houston, Texas, 2013. And in 2014, I decided to start the STEP team. And I just did it as an extracurricular activity just because the kids needed something to do. They were bored. I mean, where I'm from in ATL, you have activities after school. You go to dance class, you go play soccer, you do something. These kids got on the bus and went home. And then came back to school, got on the bus and went home. So I was like, no, we got to fix that. So I started the STEP team and it took off. I did it for 3 years. My second year there, we went on the Ellen DeGeneres show, where I also met Will Smith. Gotta put that in there because I gave him a long hug.
Taylor, please don't slap her. Don't slap her. You did give him a long hug. I had to be like, girl, you know you doing it. Okay.
I sure did. But so after that, that was God's way of showing me that this is bigger than just these kids at this one school. Because I had other schools reaching out to me, people reaching out to me, and God was like, I really want you to fulfill this. And so I obeyed. I took a year to build it while still having the program at the school. And then in 2017, I said, all right, God, we're going head in all the way. And so I quit my job, following God's plan, and started this organization. And now it's been going, what is this, 2020? 3 years. 3 to 4 years. Yep. I'm excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a big step. I mean, literally, because Shani has been able to offer me opportunities to come and teach. We did an empowerment summit last year. We were going to do it this year. COVID came in.
I'm saying Corona, just messed everything up.
We had it planned for this year too. It was a great program. We were able to kind of teach kids. Like I think we did leadership. They had a painting class. They did cooking, and so I was able to be a part of that process with Shani. And so I know, like, from where her dream is stepping out on faith, it was able to build this whole opportunity for her friends. Because I wasn't the only friend she was able to give an opportunity to. And so that I know that was like a very scary kind of place to be in. Okay, so now we stepping out. Okay, you stepped out and you did a swim. COVID hit. How has that process been now?
I mean, thank you to Berea College for that survival swimming class, okay? I've been in here treading water, okay? I'm in here treading, trying to stay afloat.
What are y'all doing down there in Texas, though? Texas is out of control.
Tell me about it. I don't know what they out there just touching people. Everybody affected just out there passing it. Here, come here, let me touch you.
Y'all doing a lot.
I don't know what is happening. I don't know what's happening. But COVID has definitely put things on hold. I had to cancel classes. I had to cancel the Empowerment Summit, cancel summer camp that we were planning. So it definitely took a toll on business. We tried to do virtual stepping. It's not the same. Let me just say that. It is not the same at all. We're literally, with virtual stepping on Zoom, you know, the echoes and hearing everybody's feed is different. So it's literally everybody on mute and I hear myself. And stepping is all about beats. So you can't hear the other kids' beat. You're literally just listening to your own beat. So some kids get it, some kids don't. You can't really correct them. I'm over virtual. So COVID definitely messed up some things, but you know, God comes around, all right? Joy comes in the morning. So he is helping me revamp and start finding a way to make things so where we can open back up, especially with COVID happening, schools closing. I know kids are still gonna need some sort of activity, and I wanna make sure my doors are open so that they can come and get a part of this Order My Steps.
I love one of the things like that just stuck out to me that you said, like there is a necessity for in-person interaction with your business. And I think that you have a lot of businesses right now, especially entrepreneurs that are like finding it cool to go virtual. And it's funny to hear finally a story where they're like, it's not working. It's not going to work for the business model. So there is going to be a real need for that. I'm so glad to hear that because everybody's on this virtual thing. And I'm like, I don't want another Zoom meeting. I want to touch people. And those kids need that too, right?
Yes, definitely, especially with them going to school online. Like all these schools are talking about going virtual. These kids miss each other. They need that interaction. They need a change of scenery. They need to get out the house. Like we recently all met up to do a practice and everything and to do a video shoot, and just their bond, the way they missed each other, the way they kept sitting there talking. I mean, they went crazy and started talking about doing a sleepover at my house. You know, they pushed it a little too far. Too far.
No, you will not.
But they really miss each other and they need that interaction. So if I can be there to give that to kids in a safe way, you know, still making sure we're all taking our proper precautions, but still having something in person would be my dream.
What's keeping you inspired now? Like, because literally there's been such a change now, like, and like you were saying, the business model has changed, right? Like, it's going to have some kind of change. What's keeping you inspired to kind of make new ways for your organization? Like, what is inspiring the future of it now?
Well, I would first say God, number one. And then, you know me and Jesus, we go far. We go back.
Listen, you better stay it now and preach.
So, but after God, my support team, like my friends and the people who are literally on my side, supporting me nonstop, it is them. Because I'm not gonna lie, COVID hit, I lost the motivation. I had plans and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down for a second because I see the plans, but I can't get the motivation to push through my plans. And so because of my friends and because of having good conversations with my friends and real conversations where they're honest with me, I was able to find that inspiration, and I've been in full force for a month. Now, it might have took me 3 months to get here, but I'm here, okay? And that's all that matters. I'm here, and I've been in full force for a month now.
Yeah. What's been the
Shani, is your
part?
village?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. I was going to say, is your village, the people that you talk about that sort of helped you during this time, are those entrepreneurs as well? Or is this just all around different types of people that helped you? Because I always hear like minds, like really like connect well, like on, especially an entrepreneurial spirit. Are most of them entrepreneurs?
I would say it's honestly about half and half. I'm very big into allowing people who have strong gifts to be used in their gift field. So I'm big on delegating. So if I have a friend who
did she say gift field?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay, no, go ahead.
I'm real big on that. So if that's your alley, then I'm gonna use you in your gifts. So I have a friend who's a lawyer, so she's not an entrepreneur one, but one of my friends who does all my social media managing, she actually is an entrepreneur with a body butter business. My sister, who was an accountant, is now a chef, but I use her for her accountant skills. But she's an entrepreneur chef. So I'm very big in spreading my team out and using their gifts. And a lot of them, well, half and half. Half are entrepreneurs and half are still, regular full-time employees.
I love that.
I think that
she just gave a whole business model there.
Because you're using your friends, using the people that are part of that village to keep your vision going. And also it's feeding them too, because they're able to see you grow. You're able to offer opportunities. I'm telling you, like she can definitely offer. Glenn, I'm just waiting for her to get millionaire to offer me that job now. Offer it. I speak it into your life.
Come on, receive it, because you know how I am. When I go up, we all going up. I'm taking my team. Issa Rae says that all the time. Like you build a cross.
That's
the people with you. You grab those people and take them up.
What do you do?
You take them up. Okay, the ones across from you, y'all go up together. So yes, I'm very big, and I tell my team that all the time. When we blow up, we all going up.
What has been?
I think it's so.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean,
no. Go ahead.
No. Well, I was saying, and I guess it was kind of going into like you're saying you keeping your friend in your village, but what keeps you motivated, like every day, like the day in, day out? Because listen, as an entrepreneur, you ain't got no other job. It's you. Like if your job ain't making them, it's you. So I know there's been times probably where it wasn't no coins coming in from So what is keeping? What is the keeping?
You just preached the word right now. Put the play fan up, okay? Woo, that's a whole word in itself.
Right. What's been keeping you motivated? Like, what's been the things been like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing. Or have you just wanted to give up and throw in the towel?
Let me be real. I have been wanting to give up lots of times, okay?
Yeah.
Lots of times. I'm like, I'm throwing in the towel, forget it. But I would say that man of mine has never allowed me to throw in the towel. He's been one consistent push. That man of mine.
Hey.
He has been a consistent push in making sure that I don't give up on a dream that God has given me. So he is one person who keeps me motivated. I will say Jonathan. I have called him numerous times. I'm gonna go ahead and give you your credit today. I'm gonna give you your credit today.
It'd be hard in these streets.
But Jonathan definitely, I would say my sister Jada, and then my other best friend Cassie, who is an entrepreneur. She has a whole business. So between them pushing me, that's the motivation right there. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been wanting to let it go.
I'm gonna get in your business just a little bit because you mentioned a man in your life, and there's been a lot of talk, like in the media, especially with like female, like powerful women, right, entrepreneurial women, right, finding it difficult to find partnership, right, or finding it difficult to find, their partner in crime in a sense, especially leading a business and leading the charge. And so for you, I mean, just in a broad sense, necessarily, what advice would you give to entrepreneurial women that are out here that are building business, right, and still want love and that sort of thing, especially as they're out here choosing their mate and their partners?
Honestly, for me, it's all about God. Because God's going to give you somebody who can handle you. At the end of the day, he's going to give you somebody who's going to be, y'all vision is going to align together. And so that's why I'm very big and equally yoked. So if y'all are not yoked, if you don't have your purpose, he doesn't have his purpose, and y'all purpose have to align together for the greater good, he ain't the one for you. Period. So you can be an entrepreneur all day and you're going to have a man who is for you, keyword for you, who's going to grow with you and not going to make it difficult. So if you're having a problem, girl, let the man go. He ain't the right one.
You finna break up a lot of
Everybody about to break up today.
You just gotta be real. Like at the end of the day, because your man is gonna be, he has to be your number one supporter if you're trying to do this thing called life.
Exactly.
So if he can't support you when you're trying to do a business, he ain't your number one supporter. So why he there?
Okay, preach. You preach.
All right.
But I think that is the truth. If your boo can't see your vision and work hard, and then I can attest. Her boo, shout out to Tunji. Hey Tunji, how you doing? Her boo is moving boxes. He's there taking pictures. He's doing what can I do to help this dream work? He worked harder than she's worked. You know what I'm saying, as far as making that dream work.
It don't work without him.
It don't
At
work.
the end of the day, it does not work without him, because all the things when I'm trying to be the center, he's handling all the behind the scenes things. He's getting all the shots. He's getting all my equipment that I need. Like he's checking on people at the same time, keeping me sane. It don't work without him. Period.
You better talk about your man. But that is real. That is so real. I think that's a great question, because I know that it's hard out here in the streets to be with somebody that will believe in your dream and not take away and try to, compete with you almost. You have those people too.
And when you talk about entrepreneurs, I grew up with an entrepreneur. My mom is a hairdresser.
Yeah.
And Jonathan, Shani, the entrepreneur spirit is a different kind of grind. Like that is not like I go to work every day. Like I don't have that entrepreneurial spirit. But watching that grind like that takes a different level of partnership. And so when I hear like people that are successful in partnerships and business, that makes me really happy, because I watched that growing up. It's not easy. Y'all do not have it easy.
It's not. And I'm not going to lie. I never thought I had that spirit. Like I never thought that was in me. I was going to be a teacher my entire life and move to a principal. I wanted my own school. So that's the path I was going. And while I was in school, getting my principal certification and getting my master's, the more I sat in school, the more I was like, ooh, this is not for me. Ooh, Jesus, what are you trying to tell me? My dream, my goal, you shutting it down. Yeah. But I kept going because I'm like, I paid this money, so I'm going to get this degree. Mama didn't raise a fool, so I was going to get the degree. But yeah, that's when I learned, okay, this is not for me. So how do I find a way to do what I love? Well, art has always been my first love, dancing and things like that. And children have always been my love. So God found this program, because I was in school during the time that I went on Ellen and started this whole program. So God found a way to show me you can still have your own. You can still be with the kids. You can still teach. You can still get the love of art. Not the way you want it, but my plans are bigger and better than yours. And so there we go. And that's how it happened.
Yeah.
That's real. I tell people all the time, God looks at your plans and be like, ha, that's funny.
He be cracking up.
He be like, that's please. You're thinking of like, just like this. And God's like, and I love this quote that Oprah always says, that God dreams bigger for you than you ever dream for yourself. We think so plainly when God has so bigger dreams. Like you would have, honestly, Shani, if you would have just been a teacher in Atlanta, you would have never been on Ellen. You would have never had that opportunity. Never. In that way. You may have in a different way. I'm not
because I was too comfortable.
You got too comfortable. It was gonna be easy. You was gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? So God had bigger plans for you. God had much bigger plans. I always say that to you. I say, I believe you're going to go all the way. So it's easy to say that. Yeah. It's easy to encourage you because you stepped out on faith. The name of your organization is Order My Steps.
Okay, come on. Yeah. Okay.
But that's what the truth is. You everything you've done, I've always
the steps of a just man are ordered. Come on now.
But that's what I'm saying. Everything that Shani has done, I tell her all the time, she has taught me faith. Because everything she's done has been by faith. Literally, we left from that cruise. She's like, I'm quitting my job. I'm going to go to Houston said, girl, what? Excuse me?
Literally, because I found we did that cruise in July.
Yeah.
By maybe October, God was telling me about Texas. Mind you, I lived in Atlanta my whole life. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing Texas license plates everywhere. Don't nobody being in Atlanta from Texas.
Yeah.
Texas license plates everywhere. I go out of town. I look up the name of the street, Houston Street,
Yeah.
Dallas Street. What are we doing, Jesus? Like, what are you doing to me? So by December, I decided, I was like, all right, that was a quick turn my life around, God. I don't think I was thinking that much.
Yeah.
I was giving you my life, but I wasn't telling you to pick me up and move me. But that he did, though. That he did.
Well, that is, I'm just telling you, when you have that entrepreneurial spirit and you stepping out, just even sits with your mom. When she did that, that probably was not an easy step to make, but she said, okay, I'm going to do this. And take steps, and not every day was probably the best, but not every day was the worst too. So
that's true.
What do you want, as we're closing out, Shani? What do you want people to know? Two things. What do you want people to know just a little more about you being a Black entrepreneur? And then what do you want people to know just about you just being an entrepreneur, or just you walking in this step? What do you want people to know just a little more about?
Well, one, being a Black entrepreneur, unfortunately, is the hardest. Because we're not going to get the same things that other entrepreneurs get. We don't have the same benefits. We don't have the same access to money. We don't have the same access to people. So for Black entrepreneurs, it's really about Black people coming together. And that's one thing, unfortunately, we don't do enough of. We tear each other down more instead of build each other up more. Yeah. So if us as Black people can come together and help each other, we can go so far. So that's one thing about Black entrepreneurs. Be just a little more of giving to your own kind. Had to say that. But about entrepreneur just in general, and about me being an entrepreneur, just know it ain't gonna be easy. It's not always easy. And I feel like you also have to know that there are going to be years. Let me say that again. Years of the hard work before you see the growth. Because I'm not going to lie, I thought that I was going to see the growth in a year. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong. Yeah. But I will give credit to T.D. Jakes' book called Soar that told me, that's an amazing book for entrepreneurs. But in the book, he says, a blessing too big is no blessing at all. Because if you're not prepared for that blessing, and you're getting all these orders, but you don't have the staff or you don't have the capability to achieve these orders, then your business goes down. And now you have bad customer service reviews. You have bad this, you have bad that. So a blessing too big is no blessing at all. You got to make sure you're ready. So really, you just have to understand the time that it's going to take. I am going into year 4. It takes time. It takes time. So really just understand that. And if God say do it, if he say step out on faith and quit your job, if God says do it. No, I don't recommend this for anybody. If God,
if the Lord.
Right. Only the Lord. If he says do it, then you may do it. That's my advice.
So you just gave us a whole sermon. I just preached. And I just want to also, I want you guys, because all the information about Shani's organization will be in our description link below. Please go to her website, check it out, order my steps. It's in Texas. If you want to see it in your state, please call her.
Yeah.
She'll be fine. She'll do it.
I travel.
Yes, but make if you can, research it, and make a donation if you can. I know these times are hard. I know that people are, pulled in many different ways, but make a donation today and support a Black organization that is really making changes in the lives of young people, because that's who need it. That's our future. That is our future. So really support this Black entrepreneur, support Order My Steps. Go there today. All the information will be in the link below. You can click it, you can like it, you can subscribe to her YouTube channel, Order My Steps. You can follow all the babies and go to her Facebook page, Order My Steps. You can go to her Instagram, Order My Steps. Support her today. Support her. But we're about to head on out. We're going to do a cheers to you. We love y'all all. Go out and do great things, and make sure you show a whole lot of love today.